What is up, chocolatiers? Welcome back to the review. Watched Best Christmas Pageant Ever, and hey, it really was the best Christmas pageant ever. I had a lot of fun with this film. I stated on the channel all the time, I really wish we had more family films, especially ones that aren't animated. I feel like the only way that you get that is like with like a Wild Robot situation, Transformers 1, stuff like that. But it's very rare that we get something like this that, let me rephrase this in a way that's going to be positive, but it's not force-fed. And what I mean by that is like, I can't even think of any examples right now, but you know the type of films I'm talking about. And this year we actually got The Forge, which is a movie I didn't review, by the way, but I actually really enjoyed that movie. I give that movie an 8 out of 10. Pretty solid. We don't get like these good family films that have decent values, not even just like the best of the best, but like just movies that you can watch, turn on for your kids. You can walk away, you can go cook dinner, and they're good, right? They ain't gonna show no titties, no ass, nothing like that, right? And this movie, they were cooking, guys. They were cooking in the kitchen while we was watching something in the background. This movie was almost like somebody set it on autopilot, and we was just cruising to our destination. From the beginning to the end, they were cooking. They knew what they were doing. I'm like, I almost have no positives. I have no negatives about this movie. The casting was on point. The kid actors are pretty good. I will say if I had a complaint with them, there's like two of them. There's like really okay. Like one overdoes it, and then like the main girl, I feel like, not Imogene, I can't even think of her name. The main girl that's part of the family, her acting varies. Sometimes like, oh, it's okay, it's really good, and sometimes you're like, I could tell they should have made you do that line again. But outside of that, that's like nitpicking. That's me going, man, I gotta fight. No, like that's me having to do that. This movie's good. It's free. Take your kids, take your families to it. Definitely gets you into that holiday spirit, holiday feel. I've heard a lot of early reactions, early reviews on Red One. Film I'm a little excited for. I like stupid fun like that. And I feel like what this movie was, except it wasn't stupid. It was just good family fun. Teaching kids, that. And that's my thing too. Like I'll see like a lot of negative reactions to films like this because they're like, oh, like you know those people out there like get mad. I'm not gonna get into all that. But this film also has a good lesson outside of certain religious things, certain this and that. The whole point of the movie is that you have this family that pretty much has nothing. All the kids act bad, whatever, because they have no parents in the household, whatever. We don't know what the mom doing. She could be hooking, whatever. She ain't never out in the daylight at the house, you have this whole town that's just set in their ways, right? And it reminded me a lot of the town that I live in. Okay, a lot of pretentious people that think they're better than you because they drive, their GMC Sierra or their fucking Bronco. Or I don't know, whatever fuck. I can't think of cars. I don't know those either. But I'm just saying, like, it reminded me a lot of that, right? And these kids want to be in this pageant. They want to learn about Jesus. They want to learn about why it's important to do this. They want to learn kind of more family values because they don't have a family at home, right? And the town's kind of against it. They're like, we hate these people. But it's like, that's not the message that we're trying to send. Like, the whole point of the Jesus story, whether or not you believe or not, is about this. He's for everybody. This pageant's not supposed to be for the certain few elites, for the certain people that think that it's for them. And I really think that's a good message to send, especially for young kids, about treating everybody the same way. Just because somebody's mean to you doesn't mean you have to be mean to them, right? A lot of people think eye for an eye. You know what? Eye for an eye, the whole world goes blind, right? And I really like to see that. I really like to see how, certain people in the movie act, especially like parents, because they're the main leaders for their kids, right? You know, you have a lot of parents, especially nowadays. That's why I feel like this was hitting close to home when I saw it. You know, their kids only act like that because they do. Like, for example, I have a family member that's, you know, in school, right? And, you know, they're telling me, you know, all this stuff. They're talking about, oh, you ever toward the election, this and that. And I was like, you're talking about the election in fucking middle school? But that's because when they get home, their parents just are telling them all this stuff. And I was like, they don't really care, but they do because... And so now you're raising them to be like this. You're raising them to just be upset, be mad. It's goofy. And I think that it was so good how this movie was showing that you don't have to be like that. You can be your own person. You can change the script. Literally. Because they change up the pageant. And it's awesome. It's a funny moment. This movie's funny too. And at the end of the film, you know, it had a moment where I was about to tear up, dude. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this movie's cooking. It's just, they're cooking, they're cleaning. You know, it's like 4.5 on Letterboxd right now. It's like 5, bro. Bursting through my ceilings. And you know, it's just nice to have something that is positive, that is joyful, especially something around the holiday experience. I know, you know, a lot of people, like for example me, I go, oh yeah, I'm positive, I love the holidays and that. But for a lot of people, this is a downtime. You know, they're trying to figure out, you know, money for their kids for Christmas. They're trying to figure out how they're gonna, you know, eat before they get the next check because they done rent out right now. They gotta pay the rent, whatever. And, you know, I just feel like this is the type of film we need right now. You know, especially in times where we've gotten a lot of duds or a lot of, you know, those type of movies, Oscar worthy. It's not like, you know, I love my Gladiator. I'm excited for that in a couple weeks, you know, right? But I feel like while everybody's flocking to Wicked and that and stuff like that, maybe they need to flock over to this film. This movie is really, really good. I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. And a Mr. Chocolate Silver approval. The Best Christmas Pageant Ever is one of the best Christmas movies that I've seen. And I will stand to that. It's not the best. Please don't take this out of context. We got Home Alone, we got Grinch, we got all these other ones. It's not to that level. But I just mean, like, as far as recent films go, I would definitely add this on my list of watching every year. I think that, you know, compared to some of the, you know, originals, this and that, I think this one has perfect pacing. I think that all of the jokes, like I said, land for me. And I like a lot of the serious messages and overtones work because, like I said, they hit close to home, especially around the holiday season. You know, those who cast the first stone, right? And with that, please like, subscribe for more, and comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on this film. Let me know, have you seen it? Have you taken your family to it? Have you taken your kids to it? And what did you think of this movie compared to the original? I haven't seen the original in a while, but I do know about the book, and this film was pretty sure to the T of that, but I also haven't read that in a while either. But yeah, compared to all that, how do you guys fare with that? And comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
Yes.
I want to be Mary, and Ralph wants to be Joe.
I love my popcorn. Movies, popcorn.